Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Marophilia, and for today I'll be showing you how to make the best Christmas cake. Now this Christmas cake will have a twist as I'm making a pineapple Christmas fruit cake, and this cake can also be used for your wedding if it is you like that fruity, rum-filled Christmas wedding cake. Now, all the ingredients that will be used in this video can be found in the description section. And of course guys, you know it's that time of the year that everybody's looking for that perfect recipe to get baking, get in the kitchen, sending those cakes to family and friends. And I can guarantee you that this is the recipe for you that you'll be able to help yourself to bake the cake and also to share with your friends and family that would want that bomb recipe to bake their Christmas cakes this year so they don't have to go out and buy it. So, of course, let's get into the video. So first I'll be adding my butter and also adding 2 cups of sugar. Yes, I did not measure the butter, but you know, us Jamaicans, we just work with what the ancestors say. And at this point, what I'll be doing is to use my mixer to mix the butter and the sugar together. So you know, starting off it was a rough little process, but as you realize, it takes time to get together, get to mix together, looking all nice and creamy. Your aim is for your mixture to come out looking like ice cream or yogurt. You want to have that kind of texture. So guys, you're just going to use your mixer. You can either use your hand. If you want to see how it is you can cream the sugar and the butter together, that is also in my last video I did last year, and I'll link that video in the description section. But if you have a hand mixer, you can do it like this. And the reason that you want to get it as creamy as possible is that you don't want, when the cake is baking, that's when the sugar starts to melt and starts to burn, and it can cause the top of your cake to burn faster than the rest. Now, once I've gotten it to the desired texture, I'm going to be adding my fruits that are soaked in the fruit wine. You can also use red label wine, and the fruits that are in this mixture are cranberries, raisins, and currants. Now, we Jamaicans love to use red label wine, but it's been a thing lately that red label wine during the Christmas season is so hard to get, and we kind of forgot to try to hunt it down before the Christmas season. But the fruit wine works just as well. So now I've added all of it to the blender, and I've also added some additional fruit wine. And at this point you see me here, I'm adding that additional taste to the mixture, which is adding some pineapple juice and some pineapple slices. Yes guys, you want to try this. It definitely adds a different taste, and I promise you guys that you will love it. So once you're finished with blending the fruits and the fruit wine together to a smoothness, no grains, then you can move ahead to the dry ingredients. I'll be using 4 cups of baking flour, and I'll also be adding 2 teaspoons of cinnamon powder, 2 teaspoons of nutmeg, and 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Now I'm going ahead to crack 12 eggs. So that's 1 dozen eggs that will be added to the mixture as well. So now we're going back to the dry ingredients, and here I'll be adding 4 teaspoons of baking powder. So next up I'll be adding 1 tablespoon of lime juice, and also will be adding 2 tablespoons of almond and rose water. Next up I'm adding 4 tablespoons of vanilla flavoring. Then I'll go ahead to add the egg. So I'll be adding the egg in 2 parts just to mix in what I have first, and then I'll add the remaining amount of liquid to the mixture. Then you'll just spend some time to mix it around to remove as many of the lumps that you might have in there. And then once it is you have done that, next up is that we'll be adding the batter that we have for the sugar and butter to this mix. So here you see I've almost gotten it to a point where there's little to no lumps, and I'm going to add the butter and the sugar mixture to the mix, and we'll proceed to do the same just to mix it in as best as possible. Once we got that mixture blending in together, then we'll go ahead to add the fruit and wine mixture. Now this, you won't be adding all of the mixture that you had. I just blended all the ingredients you see down in the description section, so that I'll also have that mixture available for the next time, the next cake that I'll be baking before Christmas. So you'll add to taste. So mixing it in, I added about half of what I had in the blender, and then I am going to just add a little bit more just to get that color and that texture that I'm looking for. Now the next thing I'll be adding is the browning, and to start off I added 4 tablespoons of browning, mixed it in to see what color it would have brought, and also to taste it, because you know if you add too much browning to your cake you can make your cake bitter. So just added 4 tablespoons first, and then as I go through the video you'll see where I added more just to get that perfect color, because you know your Christmas cake has to be nice and dark, and that's what I was working towards. So guys, in total I added about several tablespoons of browning to the cake mixture. And as I said guys, ensure to taste it so that you're not making your batter bitter. A little tongue twister there, batter bitter. And you know at this point it has the perfect color. So you know it would not be a Jamaican Christmas cake without the good old Ray and Neville white rum. And here you can see me adding some to the mixture. I did add a little before off camera, so you know you guys can add to taste. I just wanted to spice it up a little bit more, and that I just did, so that you can see it was added as well. So next up is adding the mixtures to the cake tins, and in this case I am using the grease paper method. So you can either grease your pans and add your mixture, or you can grease your pans, add your grease paper, and then throw your mixture on top of the grease paper, which is what I am doing here now. So I'm just smoothing out the paper in the bottom of the dish so that it doesn't form any lumps on the cake, and then I'll go ahead to add the batter to the cake pan. And from this mixture I got 4 small cakes. So if you're making a big cake, this might just fill that amount, or if you want to make small ones, which I did in this case, having them available to eat at different times. One I can see I did this baking last week and we have already ate one and gave one away, so still have two in the fridge as we move into December, and we'll definitely be baking again. So guys, each cake was baked at 350 degrees Fahrenheit and took at maximum an hour per cake depending on the size, and from the video you can see I had two different sizes. So guys, so here is the final batch. The first cake that I'd have shown you guys actually ate it the same day, came out of the oven. So this is a slice of one that was in the round baked tins, and here you have it, what the slice looks like. You get to see how moist and delicious it looks, and I'm sure you all would love a taste. But I can promise you, if you follow my instructions in this video, you will definitely have the most perfect pineapple Christmas cake. So guys, this is where we end the video for today. If you found this recipe useful and will be giving it a try, then definitely hit me with a thumbs up and comment down below. We'll be giving it a try. Also guys, ensure to share this video with someone you think would benefit from this recipe. And if you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, so the next time I post, you'll be notified. Of course guys, thank you so much for watching. Continue to be your most authentic self, and of course, continue to stay naturally. Walk good.